hello, 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 hello. Hi guys, so today's video is like possibly one of the hardest videos that I'm having to do. So I saw on someone's YouTube or Instagram them take on the challenge, and it was 5 things that they love about themselves. And I like to say that I, hopefully practice what I preach, and I try and do affirmations, and I try and make sure that I'm not being overly anxious or overthinking, and that I am a positive person that tries to see things on the sunny side up. But truthfully, it's not in my second nature to be positive, and I think that it's really hard when I've come from an area of, like, growing up, I didn't think that I was good enough or nice enough or, or pretty enough, or my body wasn't in shape enough. I think because of that talk that I've done over and over and over again, it's created a truth and a belief that my truth is that is who I am. And that's the thing that you need to try and stop, which I think giving yourselves, that time to give 5 reasons of why you love yourself, 5 things you love about yourself, that if that's really difficult, it comes up with things that you've really got to work on, and it shouldn't be that difficult. But I'm also very aware that the things that go through my head when I go to do this sort of challenge is, what if friends watching watch and don't agree? What if I'm lying to myself? What if other people judge you or don't particularly like what you've said? Because I think there's this connotation with loving yourself and, embracing those things. We preach it and talk about it on social media these days, but there's this connotation of, oh wow, you love yourself? It's like, not okay. I just have this resistance, like, it's crazy, it's freaking crazy. But here we go. 5 things that I love about myself. I don't embarrass easy. So, I don't know, little things, like if I fart in public, it doesn't embarrass me that much. I have pooed myself in a nightclub, and some people would be mortified by that, but I don't know, like, it is what it is. It happened, and it didn't make me cringe like it might some people. And it's really weird because I grew up being very conscious of what people thought of me, as I just said in this little skit before, but I don't know why. Like, it's crude things though. It's things that like I would itch my fanny or smell my armpit and not be embarrassed if I got caught. But I don't know what that's about. I think it's because I think that just makes me like an easygoing person, and I always want to come across that I'm easygoing, even though I'm obviously not that easygoing because I'm a control freak. What? It's all lies, guys, it's all lies. So yeah, I love the fact that I don't embarrass easy. I think that I'm a good listener. Like, if friends come to me and want to chat, I feel like I definitely play devil's advocate quite a bit, which I know is really annoying. So that's not necessarily, I don't love that about myself, but definitely I think I can empathize and I think put myself in their shoes. So a friend might say like, this made me feel like really angry or really upset, and I particularly might not get upset or angry about that particular scenario, but I definitely feel like I can see their point of view, and I think that that's a good thing. I think it's really good to empathize with people, and I like to connect with people. That's why I like sharing. I think that's number three. Number three I love about myself is that I like to share. Okay, look, I'm a bit of an oversharer, okay, but scrap the negativity about it. I like to share and connect and relate to other people. So I guess that's kind of part of the empathizing. I enjoy having conversations, like not small talk weather conversations, like they're my worst. But you know when you meet someone and you're like, oh my god, me too, and then you just keep chatting and you relate to them and they relate to you, and you tell a story and they get it and you get it, and I feel that I'm open to that connection because I am an oversharer, and I think that often as well, I think when you share things, that makes people feel comfortable. Okay, look, sometimes it makes people feel uncomfortable, but when you meet somebody on the level and then you share, I like the fact that I will give how I'm feeling. So I wear my heart on my sleeve most of the time, and I feel like that's definitely a positive. I love the fact that I'm genuinely me. So I try to be as authentic as possible, whether that be that I'm having a good day or whether I'm having a bad day. So generally if I'm moody, I will express said moodiness. If I'm upset, I will show that I'm upset. I think that obviously when you're feeling down and moody and grumpy, it's best not to take that out on somebody else, but I will be like with my boyfriend, if I'm in a bad mood, I'll be real and just say, look, I'm getting frustrated by you at the moment, which is not your fault, that's my own, like I need to take a step back. So I do try and pride myself on that and just trying to be sincere and genuine. I really don't like being in a scenario where, you know, like in a professional scenario, if you don't particularly like someone, you can't go and be mean to them. I never want to be mean. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't been mean in the past. I'm definitely not an angel, but I don't want to be mean to people, and so therefore in a professional scenario you definitely have to be pleasant, and I find that difficult because I find sometimes that I'm then not being true to myself, and I don't think you can be honest to people and say, I don't particularly like your behaviour, in a scenario that's going to then create unease. So I think for me that sort of scenario is difficult, but being authentic doesn't mean you have to be upfront and honest all the time. I think you just have to be authentic in the things that you're feeling and saying in that particular moment in time. So I generally would just avoid deep conversations with those people if I feel that it wouldn't be responded to well, or I might say something that doesn't allow myself to be a kind person. I just try and be authentic. So even on social media and on my Instagram, I saw an Instagram earlier of this guy where he's just mocking fitness accounts, which is it's just hilarious, because I do think that fitness accounts like myself, my own, can be funny, and you know, I find it hard to, I want to put out nice pictures of me on Instagram with a nice feed and a nice content, but sometimes that does make you totally a douchebag. And I think that if your intention behind it is just to be real and open and honest, it makes you a bit less of a douchebag. Sometimes I just want to put a picture up because I think I might look pretty. And I think that we're allowed to do that. And I know that it can be offensive to people to feel that they look pretty, but that's ridiculous. And I think that we need to get over, when we say we feel pretty, we're not taking away from anyone else's prettiness. If we say that we feel good about ourselves, or we think, damn girl, you rewind, and we think, man, you look so hot today, Danny, go you. That's not to take away from anybody else's hotness, or that I think that I'm better than anyone. It's just that in the context of myself, I think I look pretty today, or fit today, or stylish today. And I think that we should be allowed to celebrate that. But yeah, I find it hard because I think it can feel douchey. The fifth thing I love about myself is I don't take myself too seriously. Yeah, I don't take myself too seriously. You know, even in my job, in acting, in my personal training stuff, we can't take ourselves too seriously. We take ourselves too seriously, we definitely become douchebags. So you just got to see the funny side. I see the funny side in my fitness Instagram and taking pictures. I see the funny side in acting and what that world brings. And I think that I'm good at laughing at myself. And yes, they are the 5 things that I love about myself. Gosh, 5 things I love about myself. They are the 5 things that I love about myself. Had to try and say that much more confidently and not apologetically. And I challenge you guys to tell me 5 things that you love about yourself. Put them in the comments, say them out loud, put them in the mirror, say them to yourself in front of the mirror, say them out loud and own them. We have to be okay with loving ourselves. If we feel uncomfortable about the things that we love about ourselves, then it's going to be very hard to love ourselves. Come on, sit, breathe into them. We love ourselves because. Alright, if you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, share, send good vibes. Okay, thanks guys. I will see you very soon in the next video, and comment if you want to see anything in particular, and I will see you very soon. Bye!